Hello, welcome to Home Designs by Amanda. I'm Amanda, and today we're going to use the new Wood Words stamp set and some of the framelits to make this card. We're going to go ahead and start with a card base. This card base was Peekaboo Peach. On this one we're using some Tip Top Taupe that I have. That is a retired color. So a new one would be Sierra Soft Suede is pretty close. That would be a close one if you want like this exact color, but any neutral brown would work, or again like a Peekaboo Peach would work. And then we're going to take the hardwood background stamp, and we're going to take that and we're going to ink it up with some Sahara sand. So we're going to do this. You could also use, I have the Tip Top Taupe ink that I could use on this as well, but I went ahead and went with the slightly lighter color, and it was the same color that I used on the Peekaboo Peach. So then I'm going to take this and flip it over, and it is about the size. It's slightly bigger so that you get the whole area. We're going to go ahead and have it folded so we don't get any on the back. And then we're going to put it down to cover the entire thing and try to keep it somewhat straight on our, so we have a somewhat horizontally straight wood grain going. So there we go. There is a new GSP in the catalog that has all kinds of wood grains and different shadings of wood grains and stuff like that, which I did think about ordering, but then I decided to go ahead and get the block stamp here, and decided to make my own, because I can do that a lot more than how far the designer series paper would go. Not saying that you can't go ahead and buy it. By all means, designer series paper here has many different grains, and it gives you a little more option, where this one's just, this is just this grain, obviously. But the designer series paper has many different shadings and designs going, but for me personally, I decided to go this route so I can make whatever colors and wood grains I wanted to, and not just be stuck with the colors of the designer series paper. Okay, and then my next step is, from there I'm going to set that off to the side, and I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock. It is 3.5 by 4 3/4, so it is slightly smaller than a normal background piece, so that you can see some of the wood grain in the background. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take the flower part, the flower stamp from our stamp set, and I'm going to put it on a block. Put it on my block here, and on this one I used Tranquil Turquoise. It's one of the new ink colors, but on here I want to go back to the Peekaboo Peach. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp up this, ink up the stamp. There we go. And then just kind of make a background out of it on the white piece of paper. So there's that, and then I'm going to just do that all the way around on this piece of paper. I think that's pretty good for the background there. And then what I did was, I did this on another card the other day, and I liked it, so I wanted to show you what I did. I took a piece of white tissue paper, just regular old white tissue paper from the dollar store, and I ironed it so it was nice and smooth, and then I put it over it and brought it around and folded it across the back. Actually, I think I folded the long sides first. Nothing is regular tissue paper, and I just like the way it kind of masked the color without doing and it gives it more of a texture, not only the feel but just the look. So I got the tissue paper all taped down there, and I just liked the way the tissue paper kind of gave it a lighter look without doing the stamping off, and it gives it a nice kind of feel. My next step might be trying to stamp on tissue paper, but we'll see. For now, I have it masking, or what is it, ghosting over it or something. I don't know how you would describe that. But I went ahead and I did. This is kind of tricky using snail on it, but I did. You know what? Tear and tape would probably be better, because I can just put that right down on it and then pull up the backside. That sounds a whole lot easier than fighting to try to not pull on the tissue paper with my snail. And then I can probably just use 2 pieces, because it is pretty strong stuff. Okay, and then you just decide how you want it on there, you know, whichever way. I think I'm going to go with this way. And center it on there. So I did just a note on that one, so I'm going to do hello friend on this one. And I'm going to do that in, what do I have open here? Soft Sahara Sand. That's what I have open. So we're going to do it in Sahara Sand. So that's the same color as the background there. You know what? That seems kind of grainy. Never mind. Let's use soft suede. It's a little darker for on there, so that'd probably be better anyway. So I'm using soft suede on this for the sentiment, and my sentiment piece of cardstock matches my card base, and it is 2 3/4 inches by 3/4 inches. And then I'm just gonna center that right on there. Let me get out the snail for this. I took, what did I do with those now? Oh, here they are, right here. I have the stamps. I already stamped them and die cut them. So you take the star stamp and the rooster stamp and stamp them off. This I used with the Sahara Sand and the Peekaboo Peach. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down with just some, I'll just use some snail since it's open. And put that down up here. And then I put a dimensional on the back of the rooster. So I have a dimensional here. Put that on right there. And you have him right here. And there's the outside of our card. On the inside, I went ahead and took the stamps, the star and the rooster stamps again, and I did some stamping. I did the rooster second. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and do this and the star and Peekaboo Peach. So there's our Hello Friend card out of the Wood Words die set, or stamp set, and the wood crate. Let me see what's the name of that. Yeah, wood crate framelits. So there's our 2 cards for that. We have some nice sentiments there, simple sentiments for just everyday cards. So I hope you enjoyed coming to create these cards with me today, and I hope that you'll come back again soon. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!